Halo, halo semua. Apa kabar? Jumpa lagi dengan saya, Carol. Saya sehat, saya bahagia, dan saya harap teman-teman juga sehat dan bahagia. Teman-teman yang baru bergabung, selamat bergabung. Semoga teman-teman juga bisa menikmati video-video saya yang ada. Nah, teman-teman, saya minta maaf ya, rumah saya ini dekat dengan airport. Jadi pada saat saya rekam seperti ini, pesawat lalu lalang dalam mungkin hitungan 5 menit, 1-2 menit selalu ada pesawat yang lalu lalang. Harapannya tidak mengganggu teman-teman untuk mendengar suara saya yang bagus ini lah ya. Jadi begini, saya tidak lama-lama. Jadi begini teman-teman, saat ini saya mau tunjukin ke teman-teman video saya waktu kami berlibur di selatan Inggris, yaitu satu video tentang seekor anjing yang biasa digunakan oleh gembala domba menuntun domba-dombanya kembali ke kandang. Nah, tapi dalam video ini anjing tersebut digunakan untuk menuntun menuntun bebek-bebek masuk dalam gate kecil yang disediakan. Nah, waktu itu saya gunakan handphone, jadi kualitas videonya mungkin tidak secantik yang ini, tapi saya harap teman-teman bisa menikmati ya, sama seperti saya senang. Saya harap teman-teman juga senang, dan saya mau bilang selamat menikmati.
Rightio, here we are then. Hello everybody.
Hi.
Hi, and a very, very warm welcome along to the next event of the day. Duck trialling is where we are. My name is John. I've got the job of rounding up these ducks with a dog and getting them to go through the gaps in the white gates and up and over one or two obstacles out here. Before we start though, does anybody know what sort of ducks they are?
White ones.
White ones, they are white ones, there you go, that's exactly what they are. Does anybody know any more than that? There you go, hey, we've got the Google family over here, yes indeed, it is Indian runner ducks, absolutely right, and they're called Indian runner ducks because they're ducks, they come from India, and they can run, and boy, can they run, and if the dog gets too close to them, you'll notice these ducks actually flap their wings. Now, runner ducks naturally can't fly, so when they flap their wings, that's like the turbo button. The dog gets too close, they flap, and off they go. We have named the ducks, as we do with all the animals here on the farm. They've all got their own names. It's quite difficult to point them out, to be honest, because they all look quite similar, except for one. One doesn't have the crest on his head. He had the haircut. The others ducked out, but the one without the thanks. Hey, there you go. So the one without the haircut, his name is L'Orange. And then we've got the two nearest the fence there at the back there, they're sweet and sour. The one nearest the pond is Bombay, and the one nearest me is Crispy. Now the dog that's going to round them up is Craig. Now Craig is a border collie. He is 5 years old now. I've actually had him myself for 3 years. He came to me from Scotland, which meant I had to learn a bit of a Scottish accent to get to do anything, but we understand each other now, it's okay. And Craig loves this show. I've only got to tell him it's time for the ducks and he will sprint up here, sit waiting for the show to start. Loves the show. We do think he loves the ducks a lot more than the show. We used to have 10 of them. We have 5 now. Hopefully we'll still have 5 come the end of the show. Now I am working with animals, and you know what they say, never work with animals, and it is true, they're unpredictable from one day to the next. No 2 days are the same when you're working with animals, but hopefully Craig is going to round up these ducks, get them through the white gates. You're going to help with the show by deciding which gate we do in turn. So I'm going to number the gates. This one here, gate number 1. Gate number 2 is the duck helter skelter. Gate number 3 is the seesaw. Gate number 4, duck tunnel. And gate number 5 is in front of the grandstand. So I'll count to 3. When I get to 3, shout a number out nice and loud between 1 and 5. And whichever number comes out the loudest, that's the first gate we're going to attempt to do. One word of caution, all right? I do like to bring an adult into the show during the trials. It will be an adult that I spot not joining in and shouting out a number. And if I do spot you not joining in and shouting out a number, I like to bring you in here and get you to sing Old MacDonald Had a Farm. So be warned, I will be looking out for somebody not joining in today. All right then, so is everybody ready?
Yay!
Okay, just remember, we're miles from civilization here. You can make as much noise as you like. All right, so we'll try that again. Are you ready?
Yes!
Okay, let's see if we can get our first number then. Shout it out nice and loud. 1, 2, 3, go!
1!
That was brilliant. That was a great shout. There we go. Nice clear. Number 4. So gate number 4. That's what we've got. Gate number 4. This is gate number 4. Actually says duck on the front of the tunnel, so that as the ducks approach it, they know they've got a duck. Otherwise, they bang their heads. So gate number 4, Craig. You're not looking overly enthusiastic. I'm going to be honest. Are you ready for this? Good at getting through the tunnel, mate. Here we go.
Look at this.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, you say that one.
Nicely done, Craig. Nicely done. There we go. That is gate number 4 done. All right, let's go for our next number. Shout it out. 1, 2, 3, go! 3! Oh, number 1. All right. Gate number 1. Just got to basically get the ducks to go through the gap in gate number 1 there, Craig. Good to go?
Well done.
On fire today. Wow. I think that deserves a high five. Hey?
No.
Yeah, he doesn't do that. Okay, so gate number 4, gate number 1. We've got 3 to go. Still looking out for anybody who doesn't join in and shout out a number. We're looking pretty good so far, that I have to say. If everybody's ready then, shout it out loud. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go! Okay, gate number 2.
Okay.
Duck helter skelter. Duck helter skelter. Basically going to shoot the ducks up the long ramp. They're going to go around at the top and hopefully they will come out somewhere at the bottom. Craig, it is gate number 2. You ready?
Stand.
Hello.
Stand. Come by. Stand. Stand.
Yay!
There we go, well done, Craig. Okay, so we've got 5 ducks at the top of the helter skelter. And look at that, are they gonna, hang on. Are you going to come straight down? Yes, they are coming straight down. Look at that. That is poultry.
Hello.
Brilliant.
It's not every time they come straight down, though. No, sometimes they actually stop at the top. That is the highest they've ever been in their lives. And they do like to get up there, look around, see what's going on. And sometimes they spend so long looking around, they're no longer runner ducks. They're peking ducks. Peking. Good. So, gate number 3, gate number 5, and the water event still to come. So let's see how we get on this time. And if everybody's ready, shout it out now. 1, 2, 3, go! Too good. Okay, gate number 3. Gate number 3. Gate number 3 is the seesaw. It's the seesaw, Craig. We've got to get 5 ducks on the seesaw before 1 or 2 of them start to walk up it, because as soon as they do that, the seesaw tips and we can't get the others on. So 5 ducks on the seesaw at the same time. You ready? Number 1 again, in case you missed it.
Stand. Come by. Stand. Stand.
Yeah!
Yay! Well done.
There we go. So that is that's gate number 3 done. We've got one gate left to go. What number is it?
5.
Too good. Everybody's too good today. Everybody is opening their mouths wide enough to not get caught. Okay, so we've got gate number 5. Gate number 5, which is quite similar to gate number 1, so we could make this more difficult. Shall we do that? How? Oh yeah, we've got a hand up over here. We've got an idea. Here we go. Make it smaller. So basically, move the gates closer together. Yep, like you're thinking. Brilliant. Okay, let's see how we get on with that. Alright, so got a much smaller gap there. Is that okay? No? Oh, it's not okay. You want it closer, yeah? Really? How much closer? Say stop when you're ready. When you're ready. Yeah? Well, we've got all day to do this. Gonna need it. Yeah, I know, it's a small gap crate, I know. Even the dog can't believe that gap there. Yeah, no, seriously, we're gonna... Dog's not happy. Okay, let's see how we get on.
Oh, that doggy's coming again. Grab it, pick you up.
He went past there, yes. Oh, he can't get it.
Spot on, look at that.
Well done.
So, I'll tell you what we're going to do here just before we do the water event. We've got our farmer here, Chris. If you've been here before, you might have seen Chris doing this demonstration as well. Thing is, Chris and I are doing this thing where we are running a tally as to how quick we can do all 5 gates. And at the moment, Chris is in the lead. He can do all 5 gates in 1 minute and 20 seconds. The closest I've got to that is 1 minute 40 seconds. So does anybody have a stopwatch on them? Anybody got a stopwatch? Anybody do a stopwatch? Yeah, we've got a stopwatch. Here we go. That is fantastic.
Yeah,
so if you set your stopwatch up, and then I'll say go, and we'll see how we get on. Is that okay? Okay, fantastic. So we're going to do gate 1, gate 2, gate 3, gate 4, finishing off with gate 5, and we're going to do it in 1 minute and less than 1 minute and 20 seconds, Greg. Okay? All right, let's see how we get on. Ready? Go!
Stand. Stand. Wait, right. Get out. Stand. Stand. Come by. Stand. Come by. Stand. Come by, right. Come by, right.
Oh, yeah.
Stand. Up.
That's all right, that'll be.
Come on, ducks, hurry up.
Hurry up. Got all day.
No sightseeing today. Come on, let's go, 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 go. Come on, come on.
No sightseeing today, ducks.
Let's
We're
go.
not peeking, ducks.
Stand, stand. Away. Come. Away. Come on, stand, stand.
Whoa!
You done it.
Stand. Stand.
Wow, well done.
Ready, ducks? Stand. Away. Away. That's the wrong gate. Come on. Up. Up. Stand.
Yay!
Do I want to know? I think that was probably about 1 minute 30. It's 1 minute 29.
Yay! Well done.
1 minute 29. Right, okay, so we've come to the finale, which is the water event. We're going to let the ducks in through the little gate here. They're going to go up the long ramp around the duck house and arrive at the top of the water slide. Now, when they get there, watch carefully, because what the ducks will do is then jump into the air, do a forward double somersault, followed by a backward flip, half-pipe turn, and a duck dive into the pond.
Whoa!
Wouldn't that look amazing?
That will look amazing.
Okay, here we go then. Let's see if we can get the ducks in to do the finale.
You ready?
Are you ready, ducks? In you go. There we go.
Oh, look, we're going up.
Okay, here we go. Stay. Here comes number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. Don't be a chicken. Bring it. Come on, ducks in the pond.
Don't be a chicken.
Terima kasih teman-teman semua sudah nonton video saya ini. Sampai jumpa di video yang berikutnya, dan jangan lupa
Subscribe in the comments below.
and like as well.
And like as well. Make sure to hit that bell.
Is the end of it, because that means it's time for the beer show.
Yay!
With free beer.
Yay!
So we've got free beer in the beer show, 1 o'clock, show arena. Come and join us for that. But for me, Craig, and some ducks, thank you for watching.
Thank you!